Imagine you are standing in an art gallery surrounded by landscape paintings from the 18th and 19th centuries. These works typically depict idyllic scenes of the British countryside. But where do you think they were created? Do you imagine an artist painting in a field? Or would it surprise you to know that these works were typically painted in a city? As an art curator, I believe it is important to question where and how a work was created so that you, the viewer, can relate to the artist on a human level. My research explores the irony that rural landscapes were being painted in urban London. The outside world was being created within the limits of a room. What were these spaces like? Where were these studios situated? How did artists adapt them for landscape painting, and how did the spaces impact on the landscape paintings themselves? To locate these studios, I created a database and digital map of landscape artists' addresses. The addresses were listed in hundreds of exhibition catalogues and are now the red markers on the map. Analysis revealed huge numbers compared to previous understandings. Over 2,700 artists were painting landscapes in London at over 6,500 addresses. That is 6,500 potential studios lost to history. A great advantage of these technologies is that they are democratic. Female artists are placed on an equal footing to their male counterparts, writing them back into art history. But what do these technologies contribute to analysing a painting? This is a self-portrait of the landscape artist George Arnold seated in his studio, which is marked in green on the map, and is only 500 metres from where King's Cross Station now stands. The map places Arnold's studio in context with other artists and institutions. We can trace the highs and lows of his career according to the areas in which he was living, and, most significantly, we can use it to understand Arnold's accessibility to rural locations where he would have gathered materials for his paintings. Applying these combined technologies is groundbreaking to art history, as we're able to analyse vast amounts of data to reveal a forgotten artistic community. The location, the space, and how it was used can tell us how some artists became icons of British art, or, for the majority, they fell into obscurity. Ultimately, this research provides a new context for the creation of landscape painting and will change the way you experience the work. So once again, you're standing in the art gallery. Imagine all of the factors which contributed to the creation of a landscape painting. It was painted in central London, in a studio which may not have had any windows, by an artist who was fighting for public attention. Has your understanding of landscape painting changed?